Welcome, everybody. This is an IEEE-USA InSight update. And today we're speaking with Grayson Randall. Grayson is an IEEE-USA MOVE volunteer who's on the ground in Houston, Texas, after being deployed by the American Red Cross to assist with Hurricane Harvey. Hurricane Harvey arrived as a Category 4 storm on Saturday, and the team was preparing for days prior to head that direction. And they arrived in the area on Saturday night after traveling a whopping 1,357 miles. They're currently based in the George R. Brown Convention Center in downtown Houston, and the team's on the ground working closely with the American Red Cross. And some of the things they do, I'll let Grayson talk about, and also let him tell us about the current situation on the ground there. Welcome, Grayson. How are you doing? Are you staying safe and maybe reasonably dry indoors, or are you outdoors, or what are you doing?
Well, we're real busy here. There's a lot happening at the center. We are dry, although we had a small emergency last night when the parking lot flooded. We had to move our truck at 11 o'clock at night to keep it from going under. But we got it out, and it's safe, and we're safe in the building here. But it is raining unbelievably hard here. I just can't imagine how hard it's raining on a continuous basis.
Yeah, I've heard some statistics, at least. You know, of course, they're saying 50 inches plus worth of rain, which is over a year's worth of rain, is going to be falling within a few days, and that 11 trillion gallons of water have fallen from the sky in that area. We've seen some of the video you all have posted to the MOVE Facebook page and also the move.IEEEUSA.org page. I mean, how are the folks holding up? You're at the convention center, which is giving shelter to many people. How crowded are you at this point?
Well, it's pretty amazing. The shelter, when I went to bed last night, we had a little over 700 people in the shelter. And when I got up this morning at 6, we had almost 2,500 people in the shelter. So there's a massive amount. I've seen people coming in the back of military vehicles, just, 20, 30 people at a time rolling in on trucks. They're bussing people in. Basically, everybody that's being rescued is being moved here, as well as people that are displaced that are voluntarily coming to the shelter as well.
Yeah, if what I've heard is correct, FEMA was reporting that over 30,000 people may need to live in shelters, and emergency responders were responding to something like 4 calls a minute or maybe even more.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got 11 million people that are impacted by these flash flood warnings in that area. The airport's closed till at least Wednesday. It's hard to imagine. I mean, as far as supplies and things like that, how well off are they at the convention center? How well were things prepared for? I mean, it came in very quickly.
Well, the Red Cross is well prepared. They've got many tractor-trailer truckloads of stuff. Supplies in general don't seem to be a problem from a shelter perspective. I know we're trying to get communications equipment and other laptops and infrastructure that the Red Cross needs, and we haven't gotten a shipment in a couple of days. They've been unable to get the shipments through Houston. And in fact, we just got a message about a half hour ago that no volunteers are to attempt to enter Houston because of the issues of traveling and flooding.
Yeah, I mean, it is a mess. I know a lot of people want to be able to help out, but right now they're just saying, stay where you are, hold off. You don't try and enter. You've seen the people coming together in the area. Anybody with a boat has been, out and about performing rescues. At this point in time, the folks who live there have really been doing an amazing job, as have you folks there. What other kinds of support are you providing right now? What are the things that you're doing in the shelter?
Well, currently the MOVE truck, we're providing basically communications infrastructure for the Red Cross people at the shelter. There's many functions going on here. I mean, we have mass feeding to feed all these people. We have the shelter where people are sleeping. There's mental health available. There's a large medical area that are supporting the people here. We do family reunification, which is to help people, get their families together and connected. So many of these functions need laptops, printers, links to the outside world, to the internet. And so far, we're setting up equipment and making sure that the Red Cross can do their job at the shelter.
Have you all had any struggles so far because of the weather, dealing with the satellites and the communication?
Yeah. Every day is a struggle. It's rained so hard that our satellite links won't work most of the time. Yesterday, we traveled from the Red Cross headquarters to the convention center, which is only like 5 miles, and it took us like 45 minutes to get here, and we actually had a briefing as to what roads we could drive on and how we were to go the 5 miles from one side of town to the other.
Wow, amazing. And so on a personal level, I mean, how are you all holding up there, and how are the folks in the shelter itself holding up with, everything that's going on?
The shelter is quite amazing. It's certainly a lot of activity. There's just massive amounts of people, and they're all have been displaced very quickly, so they don't have things they need, and there's a lot of questions and confusion about the future. But everybody's amazing. Everybody's working together and helping, and there has been no problems, big problems from the people. Everybody's very understanding and trying to get through this together.
Yeah, I understand. And do you all have any relief on the way? Is there anybody headed from the IEEE-USA volunteer standpoint to kind of help you all out, or
we do have a team queued up to come in as soon as it stops raining and the roads become passable, so we can get them in here. But yes, we'll have a crew coming in the future to help continue this effort, which will go on for months and months here for sure.
Yeah, I can imagine. And you all probably are planning on being there and helping out for at least probably the next few weeks, right?
Right. It's not determined, but it'll be at least 2 or 3 weeks before we can get the first switch in here. Great.
And so if folks out there are looking for ways that they can help the IEEE-USA MOVE truck and the folks there, we just want to let you know it is completely funded by donations. So if you're wondering how to volunteer, how to contribute to the effort, or like to follow along, all you need to do is go to the official IEEE-USA MOVE website at move.IEEE-USA.org. From there, we've got a specific page up on the hurricane efforts. We've also got our Facebook page where you can follow along as well. There are many pictures online. And for those who don't know, the MOVE truck went into service in March of 2016. Last year, we were deployed 8 weeks in 2016, aiding in 5 disaster situations. So this is a great effort by our volunteers at IEEE-USA, folks like Grayson Randall, and who else is there right now? So we give them a proper shout out.
Tim Forrest is with me at the moment, so there's 2 of us here.
Tim's been doing a great job of providing pictures as well, and so we wish you guys nothing but the best. Please stay safe out there and stay dry, Grayson.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.